Today we're going to be talking about the muscular and the skeletal systems, which when combined together are considered the musculoskeletal system. But first, let's talk about the muscular system. The primary jobs of the muscular system are to support movement, posture, blood circulation, to produce body heat, and to support our excretory, digestive, respiratory, cardiovascular, and reproductive systems. Within our muscular system, there are three types of muscle tissue: skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. All of these are built from muscle cells. Let's look at these in more detail. The first type of muscles are the skeletal muscles. These are responsible for movement and posture and are voluntary, which means they are moved by conscious action. The second type of muscles are our cardiac muscles, which are responsible for pumping our blood and are found only in the heart. Unlike the skeletal muscles, these are involuntary, meaning they are unconsciously contracted and relaxed. The third type of muscle is our smooth muscle. Like our cardiac muscle, they're involuntary. They control the blood vessel diameter and are found in the walls of blood vessels and organs of other systems. Let's look at the jobs of our skeletal system now. Our skeletal system provides support, protection for the inner soft organs of the other systems, helps us move, is responsible for blood cell production, it stores fats and minerals, and also maintains mineral homeostasis. The two main parts of the skeletal system are our bones and our joints. Let's look at the bones first. The bones in our skeletal system are made up of what we call osteoblasts, which are bone cells. There are 206 bones in the adult skeletal system, which are divided into two sections, our axial and our appendicular. The axial division of our skeletal system runs down the center of our body and consists of 80 bones. The appendicular system is found in our limbs and in our girdles, which are our shoulders and our pelvis, and consists of 126 bones. A little more about bones. There are 6 types in the human body: long, short, flat, irregular, sesamoid, and accessory. This type, the sesamoid muscles, are attached to our tendons. Bones are attached to our tendons. Within our bones we have 2 types of marrow, red and yellow. The red marrow produces red blood cells, platelets, and some of our white blood cells, while the yellow stores fat. We have 2 types of bone tissue, compact and spongy. Compact bone tissue is the hard, rigid outer part of our bones, and the spongy is the inner, fibrous part. The joints of our skeletal system are places at which bones and connective tissues meet. We'll talk a little bit more about connective tissues in a few seconds. They are the pivot points that allow movement, and they provide support for parts of our skeleton. There are 3 types of joint: fixed, limited movement, and completely movable. The fixed are the types we find in our skull. Limited movement, one example, is what we find in our vertebral column, and movable are joints like our knees and our elbows. The muscular and skeletal system work together to sustain life, but also sustain life in their own unique ways. Both of them allow and support movement. The muscular system is responsible for the production of our body heat, and the cardiac muscle in our muscular system supports our cardiovascular system. Our skeletal system supports the entire body so all other systems can function. Pause. One more part. The musculoskeletal system has a shared system of connective tissues. These connective tissues are tendons, ligaments, and cartilage, and they connect our bones to muscles in our body. The interaction between our muscular and skeletal system works together, and they work with our connective tissues to support movement, hold the body upright, and when our muscles contract, our bones move. These 2 systems work together for movement, support, and communication. 2 systems, 1 joint function. When we consider these 2 systems and how they interact with the other major systems in our body, the primary role of the skeletal system is to protect all of the major organs. With the skeletal system, however, it has a direct impact with all of the others in that it produces most of our blood cells. Let's talk about the muscular system. The muscular system works with the digestive system and the excretory system in a very similar way, in that it is what contracts the parts of these muscles, or these systems, to move our food and other material through our body. The nervous system, the muscular system supports the nervous system in that the brain is a muscle, and it allows blood flow to our brain. The reproductive system is supported by the muscular system in and of the fact that our muscular system supports the constriction of our blood vessels. The cardiovascular system, as we talked about earlier, is supported by our cardiac muscle. Our respiratory system is supported by our muscular system because the muscles in our lungs are muscles. So when those contract and relax, that's when we find our breathing. Thank you for listening to our video today. Here are the sources that we used. Thank you.